So in 3 T20, United left on the toss. That chose to bat first with Nana Bray and Manyawa coming out to bat. So the first ball is being delivered. Nice line and length away from the batsman. The batsman couldn't do much as he leaves it. Gaikwad is the bowler. Right arm over the wickets. He's the quicker one here. Came a little down the track. Tried to slog it, but he totally misses it. Another dot. Great length by Gaikwad is not giving a lot of room for the batsman to play around. He bowls his third. It'll run away to the boundary. It was always the keeper's call there. Maybe he would also be thinking that he should have taken that. He tried his best. Tried, went out of his reach from the wicket keeper. Smart batting there from Nana Ray. A sling and a miss this time. Yeah, probably that's what even I was also thinking. He should have played that on the offside. Could have been targeting to clear the 30-yard circle. Probably get some runs, taking the higher way. Four balls in this over is done. Already a boundary on board. Another dot to continue. The dots. Last ball of the first. Tries to cut it this time. Totally misses it. End of the first over. One down. It's four for no loss. And second over has been bowled by Chickney. Ooh. Slower delivery. And a dot. Manier is on strike. He'll be looking to up a few runs this over. Tried to cut it. Couldn't connect. Another dot there. This time, through the onside. Fielder there to cover. Just a few runs. He saves some valuable runs there. Chikane will be looking to get a few wickets because the pressure has already been developed on Nanavre. Just got a boundary, lucky one. Grounded shot. There's misfield, but the ball didn't leave the 30-yard circle. Another single there. This time that rings. Money on strike for the last ball of the second. Through the offside. Gets the distance. Just a four. Valuable runs there. He played it almost like a tennis shot into the covers. Very short on length. And he played it on the front foot. Tried to hit it very hard and see where it'll go. And it reaches the fence. 2 overs done, 10 for no loss. And Gaikwad to continue for his second. Very, very short there. Almost body line for Nanavre. They managed to get another single. And the batsman Munir is ready. And a dot there. Gaikwad will be needing to pick up a wicket here. They need an early breakthrough. Wow. Managed to play it on the back foot, but totally misses. He was thinking it was going wide. There's a fielder almost behind the keeper. Swings it. There is a fielder there. Another dot to continue. This time he tried to cut it, but he couldn't manage to get past it. Dot to follow Gaikwad's beautiful over so far. In this over, he has managed to give only a single, and that'll bring to the last ball of the third over. A wide has been given. Not at all a tough call for the umpire there. Another wide. This time on the offside. And Manier is constantly trying to break the shackles free. Want to hit boundary, put the pressure back on the bowlers, but he's unable to connect so far. Good bowling from Gaikwad in this over. That's it. Slight misfield, but there's a fielder there guarding it. This is a single. After three, it's 14 for no loss. Beloche is the new bowler. Slower flight to delivery. Tried the Yorker length. Almost a hit me ball. And Manier couldn't find the gap there. Another single. Oh, that's a dot. The fielder did an exceptional duty there. This time he cuts it. Did he get it at the gap? Yes, he does, but there's a fielder there in the deep. Cover for it. Another single. That's it. First runs, first boundary from his bat. Miss waiting there to help the tally. This time he tried to swing it and it's bowled. Nana departs as soon as he's thought of get going. And it's understandably so. 21 balls into the innings. The pressure will be too much on the openers to make their team get off the flyer start. And in the process, after spending a lot of time, couldn't judge the ball properly. Nitin Nanavre goes off for 10. United 11, 19 for 1. Taru is the new batsman. He just stands and guides the ball. And what a way to start off your innings! Wonderful boundary. Read the ball totally. The off stump blind didn't reap a lot of fruits for the bowler. He just manages to give the direction, opens the face of the bat. And that'll bring us to the last ball of the over. And defends it this time. A dot to finish. After four, it's 23 for one. Gaikwad to continue with his third. His economical bowling should probably get him a wicket. And the pressure is on the batting team too. They've just lost a wicket. Two more overs in this power play. This time, is it running? You can see the umpire doing something about the fielding there. Two more runs added to the tally. Another dot. This time a good ball. Manages to drive it away. And it reaches the boundary for four. The fielder had no issue there. He tried his best, but he couldn't make it on time. Hit very hard, perfectly timed. And that's what you get. Beautiful for there. No problem at all. Maybe a dive would have helped, but no luck from the fielder. This time a tap and a single, but the bowler does what he does the best. Stops the ball, fields for it. No run to be taken. Good dot. Just down the ground. And another single. That'll bring the end of the over. United 11 will be happy with that. After 5 overs, it's 31 for 1. The wicket taker, Belosh. This time he hits hard. That'll reach the fence for 4. The only wicket taker, Belosh, has been welcomed for the final over of the power play with a wonderful shot there down the offside. That'll run away to the boundary for 4. Belosh has been brought back for another wicket here. This time straight down the ground, and a fielder fields it. So that's a single. Cuts it in the gap. The fielder in the deep does the decent job there. But United 11 batters have run hard between the wickets. They managed to get a single. And after a dot, this time it's hit high up in the air. Seems like a 6. Yes, it is a 6. Wonderful shot. Stood and delivered from the front foot. If it was in his slot, it was there up for hitting. And he gets it through. Wonderful 6 there. 12 runs already from this over. Taru is causing havoc in the middle. He's had 3 boundaries to his name so far. Perfect end to the power play. Tries to defend it, goes for a single. That would have been interesting, but that'll be a single in the end. End of the power play. United 11 will go happy after this. It's 44 for 1 after 6. End of the power play, and after a short break, we are back here with Dudane. He's been introduced to the attack. His spinner to start off as soon as the power play ends. And he's bowling to Taru. And that's what happens if you bowl him in his arc. He'll posit the ball in the stands. Another boundary to start off. Does it feel like the power play has just ended? And even though it ended, balls like this will definitely be punished. The field should have spammed it already, seeing how aggressive Tanu was targeting the leg side. He's a smart bat. He just guided his first ball to the fence. He's looking for gaps. He ran hard in between the wickets, and this time he locks it on the leg side. He's batting all throughout the ground. This time he takes the aerial route, but the ball is safer there. Seemed like a wicket for a very brief moment. But the rule manages to go off strike. It's Manier on strike. Similar try from Manier. Tried to target the bowler, but misses it totally. He's been struggling whenever he's trying to go for a big shot. Wider, very wide. Easy call for the umpire. And that brings 50 up for the United 11. There's 39 deliveries in this innings. 50 comes up. This time he sweeps it. Tried to get under the ball, but the ball bounced a little, and that will reach away to the boundary for four. 10 runs already from this over of Thane. Panchgani captain wouldn't be a happy man. This would have been accepted if it's in the power play, but now with field restrictions, you need to stop those. And that's a good ball. A flighty delivery, another arm ball. Wonderful ball there. That's the better length that you have to keep. Wow. Tried to lock sweep this time, but Munir misses again. After 7, it's 54 for 1. Chicane is brought back into the attack. His first over went for 6. Let's see what he does in the power play. After the power play, Daru tried to cut it, couldn't find the gap there. There's a run out. The batsman is very, very unhappy. On the non-strike was in. He was trying to get on strike. Let's see that again. Cuts it straight at the fielder, but very, very smart choice from the fielder. The batsman tried to get off the mark, tried to get on strike, but was denied from the batsman. So he couldn't manage to get back on time and he departs. United lose the second in the eighth over. Panchgani, as soon as he comes, makes an impact. Second ball, it's up in the air, in the skies. But I think that'll be given. It's a six. The fielder almost catches it but runs into the boundary. Beautiful six. Such fearless cricket that has been shown from the room. He manages to get a hold of it, tried to stay inside but totally misses it. This time he connects it, this time on the onside. That's a six. That'll be deposited. That's a premium stroke there. He's run away to 34 already. From the front foot. Clears there. And the cow corner has always been targeted from the row. He's hitting sixes as well. What a stroke play. He's gone to 34 in just 13 deliveries. Very attacking cricket. That's pressure. That is purely pressure. That'll be given as wide. Over the fielder's head. Very risky shot, but that will reap the rewards. Take it with both the hands. Another boundary. Another four. Very expensive over this. Is turning out to be clearly. Chikane. 17 runs already from this over. He already managed to get a wicket to start off the over with. But see right now, Tadro is on the upper hand. This time another six. What a hit. Starting everywhere. Whatever he sees, whatever comes in his way, he's hitting sixes for fun. At this point, he's reached away to 44 in just 15. From the time he's spent in the breeze, he's only been dealing with boundaries. That shows why. Very dangerous batter here. A rare single. Chicane. He'll be very unhappy with this over. His two overs, he has given 30. And after 8, United 11 are 78 for 2. Dudane is the new bowler who's brought into the attack. After seeing what happened in the last over, the pressure is enormous on Panchgani. Good feeling there. This hit very hard. The fielder was anticipating to throw it, collect it, and throw it immediately, but slight misfield. But did leak a lot of runs in the process. Just a single. And that'll bring the new batter on strike. Poke Harker was facing his first delivery of the settings. And what will be his role? What would he be thinking? Would he run in the strike and give it to Taru? Or will he join forces and clear some boundaries? On idea, he tries to go for the boundary. And he gets it this time. The fielder couldn't maintain his balance, slips it, and it'll run away to boundary for four. Hope the fielder is alright. There was a different bounce there. The fielder was also seen complaining about that. But that will be seen again. It was almost looking like he got his hands on it, but couldn't maintain his balance. Slips it midway. That was resulted in what the problem caused. That'll race him into another boundary. Another four. Some fireworks here. Poker is not being normal. That's another boundary. Three back to back boundaries there. That will cause havoc in the fielding unit. They're totally losing out on the balance. The temperament is what has to be seen now. What will Panchgani team do? Leg by given from the umpire this time. Straight to the fielder. Safer hands. Better technique. That'll be end of ninth. It's 93 for 2. Gaikwad is coming in to bowl his final over to get us to the midpoint of this innings. That'll be caught. Tharu departs. Entertaining knock comes to an end. He was always walking on a single rope. Very risky, but this time he falls. The only time he misjudged it, the only time he couldn't hit it well, the fielder was already posted and connected with both the arms. Pass for a well deserved 50, but for 47. United lose the third. Sikandar Syed will be the new batter who's coming into the crease. But I think the damage has been done. United 11 are on a very comfortable position right now. Gaikwad's discipline has played dividends. Beautiful line. The batsman couldn't do much but take it out of the block hole at least. Dot. Tried to cut. Tried to deflect. But another dot to follow. Syed has been experimental at this point. Why not? So they have, despite losing a few wickets, they are on a very comfortable score by the end of what 9.3 streets. It's 93 for 3, cruising in on 100. Another swing, another miss. That's the pressure the bowler is trying to seep in to the batsman's head. Touching down the track, just a bounce to the fielder. He couldn't get the connection all right, but he will consider himself lucky. Just bounce before the fielder, not directly in his arms. Marvelous over comes to an end after 4. He's given just 17 runs, taking a wicket. And this over will be a special mention. He managed to send the danger man out. Gaikwad take a bow. He managed to get his team into the game after 10. They are 94 for 3. Syed is on strike. Two new batters. Back to back wickets so far. Sudhane is continuing with a second. Just a single. Bringing Popper on strike. Played it smartly. Deflects it. Runs. So fielder there guarding it. It's only a few runs. Which brings Syed on strike again. This time tried to attack with his front foot. Knew there was a gap there but couldn't manage. This time he takes the aerial route. That's to 6. What a way to reach the 100 mark. The first 50 came in 39 deliveries, while the second Game in 63. Syed saying he's no less, has the potential. Just took a few balls to settle. Third run set, even I can clear the fence. United 11. Despite losing wickets, are always causing problems. It's not the players, but it's the mindset. To complement that, some poor bowling here because great balls are being respected. Last over went quietly, and both the batters are trying to capitalize in this over. 9 runs already came out of it. Smart, smart, keeping it outside the off stump. The batter tried to cut, but he couldn't. Tried to take the aerial route, but there's a fielder there. Place another dot. End of the 11th. It's 103 for 3. As we can see, the scorecard as it reads currently 47 from Rojan Taru. A true massive, massive lead so far. And the fireworks are being continued by the Adav batters. 2 wickets that are taken from Sandeep Gaikwad has been exceptional with his economy of 4.25. He picks up a wicket. While Belosh, who was expensive in the second over, is given 2 overs 22, but he picks up a wicket. Everybody else had yet to pick up a wicket, but they are on the economical side of things. That brings to our 12th over, and Belosh has been entrusted to bowl his third here. Panchgani captain would want to have a wicket here. He'll love to take another wicket here. That will break the momentum that the batsmen are always taking towards the United 11 side. And Baloch, who's the wicket taker in this lineup, is interested to do the same. Seemed like the wicket keeper was interested for the most part of it. So I got this on strike. Good ball, very good ball. The batsman didn't have much to do. Just a dab to it, and he runs away. Hogarker, for the third boss that he has faced, is having double the runs. Cuts it, misses the fielder, beats it. That'll reach the boundary for four. That's hit hard. Beautiful placement in between the two fielders in the short and in the long. This time, straighter in the V between the two fielders and into the fence. Another four. Really, really needed. That was this time he defends it. Pokarkar is doing what the before batsman was also doing, hitting runs very quickly. He's gone to 23 in 10 deliveries. Beautiful batting, I must say. Last ball of the 12th. That'll be a dot. After 12, it's 1 and 4 for 3. Dulani to continue with his second. His first over was very, very expensive. He's gone for 14. And he starts off this time. It's high up in the air. And I think that's the sun. He almost had it in his hands, but then drops it. Another single. And with that single, Syed is on strike. That is some attacking shot there. That'll reach the fence. Another boundary. The flow of the boundaries, run stopping. That six was very, very crucial to up his strike rate. That's a very, very good shot there. No fielder there at all. Sayed targets that. Pulls it this time over the boundary. That'll be just a few bounces and another four. The fielder tried his best to catch hold of the ball, but Sayed is breaking loose here. Back to back boundaries. United 11 are up and running. They have 10 run rate right now. Unorthodox shot there. Some innovation. Trying to get the ball on the offside to the leg side. See, there's no fine leg. Just a single there. That brings Okarkar was more dangerous so far on strike. Down the leg side. There's a fielder there. Another single. 13 runs coming from this over so far. One more ball to go on this over. Tries to cut it. Gets the other edge. Wicketkeeper couldn't do much. That'll run away to another boundary. After 13, it's 131. United 11 are on a roll. They are going for a very big target. Panchgani 11 would want to do something here. They want to hold some breaks here. After 13, 131 for 3. As we are back for Harker, it's another 6. Welcoming the bowler for the 14th over. And to start that off, beautiful 6. Rare dot. Shorter length. But he takes the aerial route. Couldn't get the correction right. Straight to the bowler there. Cotton bowled. Pogarkar goes for 31. That'll bring the new batter, Patil, who's on strike. Dudane manages to get a wicket. Patil will be looking to get off some mark. It's a single there. That'll bring Syed, who's hitting the ball cleanly, shuffles down the crease, and the bowler follows him. Not a lot of room, just another dot. That'll be the end of the 14th. It's 138 for 4. And Dudhani to continue with his fourth. New bowler has been introduced into the attack. It's Kasurde, who's brought to bowl his first in the 15th over. Cramped for room, but executed on the right side from Patel. Just a single there. Brings Syed. Takes the error route. That'll reach the boundary for 4. Much needed. Very much needed boundary there. Syed is finally getting into his groove. The fireworks that we see. Sayed getting ready to finish. Shuffles. And the ball takes the inside edge. He's bowled. Sayed departs. Huge breakthrough for Panchgani. Kasur gets the magic in the very first over of his bowling innings. That'll leave two new batters in the crease as they are heading into the death overs. Sikandar Syed departs for 28. It's 143 for 5. Swing. He manages to get some swing there. A dot. 5 runs and a wicket from this over so far. Two more balls to go. Good running, very good running. Six runs coming off the first. After 15, it's 144 for 5. Dudani to continue with his final over. Some glove work there from the wicketkeeper. The dot, nevertheless, was very excited when he took the bails off. This time he connects it, takes the aerial route, but it lands safely. Just a signal. Cuts it on the offside. There's a point fielder there. Dudane is managing to keep it very quiet so far. Another dot. Qureshi is looking very decent right now. And he's got a Qureshi who was struggling, who was trying to spend some time at the crease. Had to defend. Great bowling there from the bowler. When Qureshi departs for two. United 11, 146 for 6. Ranade is new batsman who's making his way out to the crease. Beloche is the last. Is coming up to bowl his last over. Some fielding in the deep. This time he connects it just a bounce and to the fence. Runaway second ball. And he tried to connect it there. Good fielding there. Uneven bounce down the ground. And just a signal. Runaway gets off the mark with the boundary. Is now off the strike. Facing just two deliveries. Let's go to 5 runs. On the legs. Wicketkeeper does what he does the best. Fields for it. Another, another single being given. The umpire gives it as Dick buys. Another boundary. Another four. Much needed one. Takes the aerial route this time, but straight to the fielder. Runaway departs. He was trying to get Some runs behind him, but straight to the fielder there. That'll bring Brutker. Starts off hitting very hard. Seemed like an almost boundary. 2 more runs for Patel. Kasurde bowling his second. That will run away to the boundary for four. Patel's leg side is always strong and can't bowl him there. Another four. It's already 10 runs and half the over remaining. Patel is not leaving a lot of room there. Another wide being given for Kasurde. Back to back wides here. Away from the batsman, but he smashed it hard. That is Patel's pickup shot. Just losing a little bit of line there. The idea was right. Bowling it away from the batsman, but this time he connects it hard. Better length, very better length. He had to dug it out. Wide Yorkers are always very, very hard to be played by the batsman. 18 runs coming off this over so far. And he's bowled him. Woodker departs. The very first ball that he faces, Golden Duck. Just when we are saying that this is turning out to be an expensive over, managed to keep it quiet. Sachin Mudkar departs for a knock. 175 for 8. Kambale is coming in. New batter here. Kadam is the new bowler who's been trusted to bowl the penultimate over with Patil on strike. Great feeling there. In the deep, giving just a single. That'll bring Kambale on strike again. He'll be facing his second ball. 11 more deliveries to go in this innings. Very big appeal, and he's given him another duck in the United 11 batters list. Credit to Kadam, who managed to cut it. Tried to generate an outside edge, and he gets it. Another wicket. That brings the last batter. And we can see the batsman is trying to tell him to just hold to your wicket. Let's play this out. Stay till the end. These 10 balls are crucial. Yeah, that's obviously true. Even if you get a single from here for every ball, that'll be 10 runs in itself. That'll also keep a psychological impact of 186 on board. Murrell, the right hand batter, is taking guard. Kadam will want to finish this tail as fast as possible. A wild swing and a miss. Another dot. Slower delivery, misses it completely. Very big swing there, but nothing on the bat. This time he connects it. It's high up in the air. There's a fielder under it, and he takes it. The innings comes to an end. Very ambitious shot there, but couldn't manage to get to the fence. That'll be the end of the innings. That'll be the batting scorecard. Only Patel, who's been not out, but by the time he started to get going, he started losing all his partners from Sayers, Qureshi, Rane, and the three ducks to follow. Exceptional bowling there from Nathan Kalam takes two for in his very first over. And two wickets each are taken by Mosley and Nundani. And also Kasurde managed to take two for. And Sandeep Gaikwad has taken 17 runs and a wicket. Very, very economical bowler Sandeep Gaikwad. And that shows everybody else are very expensive. Rohan has given 2 for 24. And that'll be the Manhattan, how the runs have been progressing. You can see every now and then there's a wicket. That didn't stop them. They always kept going. Only in the death overs that the bowlers started to take a few wickets. Back to back they have lost. All the wickets. 7 wickets to be precise from the 14th over. That made sure that they couldn't cross the 200 mark, which seemed very, very likely at the end of the 12th and the 13th. That will result in 176 for 10. That'll be what is required. Panchgani 11 required 177 runs in the 120 balls. And as we are back for Panchgani 11 to chase a target of 177, both the Dudanis are on strike. Drive. Good drive there. Kambale bowling his first. He'll be opening the bowling innings. He'll be trying to get some swing. There's an attacking field there. Let's slip in place. So this over is going to be very, very crucial. This time he drives it. There's a fielder in the deep in the boundary region. Manages to collect it. Just a few runs here. And another drive. And a miss. Dudane tried to connect it, find a gap for the boundary, but only manages to get a few runs for himself. How identical the scorecard. Both the Dudanes with one run and two balls. Wider, very wide. Red call by the umpire. Defends it on the front foot. Another dot. This time on the legs. Flicked it off. Only a single. Beautiful over this. Four runs coming off the first. Panchgani, four of the first. Turu to start off with the second. And he starts off with a wide. Very good ball. He tried to bring it in. Through the gate was the target, but the batsman defends it. A soft appeal there. Another dot to continue. This time he flicks it. Takes the aerial route over the 30-yard circle. That'll be a 4 for the Dare. Much needed one here. That'll help the run rate somewhat. This time another aerial route, and this time another boundary. Saru needs to work on his line here. The leg side isn't helping him. On the legs, he's being flicked all over the ground. Six and a four, 11 runs from this over already. This time, this is a wicket-keeper mistake. Although it's wide, those need to be taken. Five wides. Easy runs for Panchgani. The keeper was close to the stumps. Couldn't reach there on time. This time he cuts it. Misfield from the fielder there. Another four coming up. This is slowly turning out to be a very, very expensive over. 20 runs from five balls. This time, tried to play it on the leg side. Couldn't get the connection right. Just a few runs in between the wickets. That was over. At last concludes. After two, it's 25 for no loss. calmly to continue. He's got hard, he's got the gap, and that'll run away to the boundary for four more. Dudane is on a roll. But that found the gap very easily. This time he flicks it. Tried to change his line. And the flick works. Around the boundary. It's totally using the power play fielder rule. Two back-to-back boundaries. Dudane is striking at 200 at this point. Beautiful cut. Fielder there. Oh, run out would have been closer. Excellent throw from the fielder there. Another dot. This time again on the legs. Try to cut it, but no use. Vidane is trying to play with the length and the lines of the bowler rather the field. And power play totally helps with that. Clear the infield, get some crucial runs as fast as you can. This time into the V. Fielder tried to put a hand on it. 3 fours in this over. This time shot a length, another boundary. 'Kambale's expensive over comes to an end. After 3 overs, it's 41 for no loss. Taru to continue his fourth. For the first time, his partner is facing the third ball. This time, on the legs, flicks it again. This time, another single. Knew it immediately, he just ran for that single. So far, at quiet over, just 3 runs coming off it. And a dot. Tried to pull it. Totally missed it with that. This time, just defends it. Extremely quiet over this. United 11 will be happy with this over for the way it panned out. After 4, it's 45 for the loss. Patel is the new bowler who's been brought into the attack. And he's been welcomed with a very hard stroke. For a 6 over his head. That's a way you bring up 50 for the team. They are yet to lose a wicket. When Dudane is taking the batting to his name, he's already raced to 40. Just 21 deliveries. Another one. Similar ball, similar fashion. It's almost a similar result. Boundary to his name. 10 runs in 2 balls. Battle has started the expensive ball so far. Cut it straight to the fielder, but he misses it. The other Dudane tried to take it ahead, but he couldn't. So another single. He's just rotating the strike. He's giving it to the other Dudane who's striking hard. On the leg side. Into the fence. Another four. 16 runs from this over. Dudane is on 49. It's no ball two. That'll be the license of that shot. Six. Dudane. 55 in 25 deliveries. Very, very attacking. He's targeting all the bowlers and all the balls. He's taking them all to the cleaners. What a way to bring up his 50. And with one more ball to spare, that's another four. Very, very expensive over for the United 11. As Panchgani 11 gone up to 72 in just 5 overs. Patil's over went for a lot of runs, 27 runs in 1 over. The route to continue straight to the fielder. Not a lot of runs. The last over of the power play is being flicked. There's a fielder there. No, he couldn't reach it on time. Four more. Urdudani. His team score is 77 and his score is 63. There's a lot of field change there. Dulane will be looking for maximum in this over. Four more balls to go. Try to come down the ground. And he gets the man as he departs. A wicket at last. Quiet over surprisingly there. Manier will be the new bowler, will be back into the attack. The new bowler introduction as soon as the power play is completed. 'And with the power play restrictions now in place, it'll be harder for scoring runs. But doesn't seem so with Unane. He took the attack only for a single here. 80 runs on board already. 14 more overs to go. Poor bowling as it races away to the boundary for four. Every time, beat everybody that'll run away to the boundary. A four is a four, and they'll take it. Four byes given by the umpire. A slip and glaze this time for Manier. Driven into the block hole there. Great fielding by the fielder in the deep. Seemed like an almost boundary till he got into the frame. This time he takes the slog, and that's deposited for six. To race away to 91 already. As we see the replay, he understood where the ball was at that wild swing, the connection, everything was perfect in that ball. This time it's to the fielder, just to bounce in front of him. He swept it this time. There's a fielder there. Hard to take all of those. After 7, 92 for 1. 9 run a day to continue. His first ball went for a boundary. The second ball also takes the similar result. A sixer. 10 runs coming from 2 balls already. 10 runs coming from 2 balls. As we see a confirmation, a 6 has been given. A dot ball to continue. Stump to stump line. Flick to the leg side, but there's protection there. Just a single. He swept it, and that'll go to a boundary in the square leg region. Kasude is welcome to the party. This time he took the aerial route, but couldn't get it all right. Straight to the fielder. A wicket to run away. Top edge there. And it's been safely taken. Manier to continue. 70 more runs required in 72 balls. The new batsman, Vadavkar on the other end. Straight to the fielder there, run along. Another single. Vadavkar comes in. His first ball is a boundary. Marvelous there. 65 required of 69. Turned in sharply. This time it turned in sharply. Tried to flick it, but there's a fielder there. It's not able to read the length and the line there. Manier is on top right now. 6 runs in this over. End of the over. 1-1-3 for 2. Murad is the new bowler who started off with a wide. 63 required of 66. Another wide being signaled by the umpire. The wicketkeeper and the bowler puzzled for a moment. This time, the balls come very well onto the bat as he puts it on the offside for a beautiful boundary for 4. Wider delivery this time, but a shorter length through. Interesting bowler from Morale. 2 wides and a 4. Going to follow it up or not. Through the offside this time. Another boundary. Another 4. 10 runs coming off it so far. Wild swing. This time he misses to correct it. through the leg side this time, beating all the fielders there. Another boundary, another four. 50 just required. 61 deliveries at this point. Ford after facing the last ball of the 10th. Dancing down the track. He just walked it across. Shot a length, but it is deposited into the stands for another four. No excuses whatsoever. .46 required as we see the batting card of Panchgani 11. Kiran Dudane 63 has rolled across by the other Dudane on 26. Kasurte has gone out for 6. Well, Arafkar is on 29 of 9. The fireworks aren't looking to stop anywhere soon. And that's the Manhattan so far. We've seen some huge towers every now and then, while they're consistently crossing the 10 over mark. And so far, they've lost only two. And with 131 on the board in 10, that is going to be an easy chase unless United 11 bowlers pull off a miracle from here to get back. Maniers to continue this time. Hits it hard on the leg side. Another boundary beats the fielder. Dudane has gone to 13-20 balls. What a start after the break. This time, huge spin there. Manages to cut it. Read it very well. And it's a no ball too. Vodafka is on strike this time. Couldn't get it to go to the maximum distance, but we didn't mind what's happening there. And extras will always be taken. 7 runs from this over so far. Make it 8. Flight to delivery. The batsman tried to reach to the pitch, but he couldn't. Another single. Good running there. Big appeal. Huge appeal. It's confusion in the middle. Now they're running. Very smart. Both the batters there. It's given as a leg bye. And I think that'll be the end of the over. After 11, it's 141 for 2. Taru will be finishing his spell. Two back-to-back dots. For Dudane, there's a slip in place. Tried to cut down the track a little. And he manages to deposit that to the fence for 4. Beautiful boundary from Dudane. Another boundary to Dudane again. Just when we said two back-to-back dots, he's got some bowling in it. He's trying to get it back, but then two back-to-back boundaries. This time along the leg side through the fielders. Ah, makes space for himself. Tries to cut it. Couldn't manage to get along. 28 required with 50 deliveries. Another boundary, and this time to finish the over. After 12, it's 153 for 2. And he welcomes the bowler with a boundary here. Another boundary for 4 more. 16 required. They're running through. Sixteen runs are required. 46 deliveries. Qureshi is the new bowler who's brought into the attack, but in no use here. Swept it across straight to the fielder. This time a slog sweep into the fence for a 6. 50 up for Dudade. 9 runs required and 43 deliveries. The dot to finish. Tried to cut it. No use. After 13, it's 168 for 2. Kambale started for his third and he's deposited into the boundary rope. Five more runs to go. This time it's given it. That's the six. And that will be the end. Panchgani 11 win it as we see the winning shot. Straight down the ground. Perfect position. And he manages to deposit it into the stands. Panchgani won by 8 wickets. And that'll be the batting card. 250s by the both the Danais. And Ward Workers 42 of 19 will also be close to that. So many overs to spare, 17 extras. Kasurde 6 or 5 didn't help. He was trying to get into the groove, but got out early. Not a lot of luck at the bowling department too. Tharu got one, Ranade got one. Everybody else was wicketless and were taken to the bleachers wherever it was possible. Everybody very, very expensive. Everybody's economy is reading over 10 except Manier 24 in just 3 overs. They lost 2 wickets, one at 77 and the other at 107. With still 6.3 overs to spare, they managed to chase down the target. As we can see in the Manhattan 2, it's 10 runs per over was a norm. They're constantly hitting that in the last 5 overs at least, with the ninth over being a little bit of an exception there. But they've lost 2 wickets in the sixth over and in the eighth over. And in between, they managed to score another 20 runs or so. Comfortable chase for Panchgani as they went past 178, losing 2 wickets. And that'll be the match summary. Azintar 47, Aparkar 31, Sayyeds 28, Maniers 19 managed to take them to 176 for 10. While Kadam, Dusane, Boloshe, Kosurde all taking 2 wickets each as they bundled United for 176 with the 7 balls to spare. And with about both the Dudane aces 50 and Vardakar's 42 and Kasude 6. And on the bowling side too managed to get 2 wickets only, so that's Tarun and Ranades and everybody else went into the bleachers. And that's the end. Panchgani 11 won by 8 wickets.